Let me first say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone. Radhe Radhe means I greet you in the name of God. Today at the Radha Govind Society of Poland, is the name Radha Govind Society of Poland, we're about to commence on 5 days of spiritual, divine satsang, divine association. It is hoped that during these 5 sessions, we will get an insight into true spirituality. We'll have a better understanding of who we are and what our aim in life is and how we are going to attain that. So, it's a short program, just 5 days. But in that 5 days, there's a hope that we will be able to uplift ourselves spiritually and will help us to continue in our progress, our spiritual progress. So we'll start with chanting the name of God. Like every religion, in Hinduism also, God is only one. There's only one God. Our highest authority are called the Vedas. The Vedas say, Eko Devah Sarva Bhuteshu Gurha Sadva Vyapi Sarva Bhutantaratma Karmadhyaksha Sarva Lokadivasa Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunascha Shvetashvataropanishad, chapter 6, verse 11. This Ved mantra is saying there's only one God, Eko Devaha, one supreme power. But that one supreme power is known by many names and has many forms. One supreme power, but that one supreme power is known by many, many names and has uncountable forms also. So in the most supreme power, one of our favorite names is Radha Govind. In the shrine here, in the very middle, we have a beautiful image of the divine power, Radha and Shri Krishna. I just said God is only one, and you would say, how come there are two? So, one supreme power became two. Yeyam Radha Yasha Krishna Rasabid Dehas Chaikaha Kirana Tadvidha Bhoot Atharva Vedi Radhika Tapani Upanishad. The Vedas are saying that Radha, Shri Radha Rani and Shri Krishna, the image we are seeing in the middle, they are not two. There's no question of them being two. They are only one. They do not even have two bodies. One supreme power has taken two forms for the sake of Krida. Krida means divine sport, divine pastime. So, it's the same one supreme power in two different forms. In one form, that supreme power is called Radharani, and in one form, Shri Krishna. We should not see difference. So we're going to chant that divine name a little bit. Chanting is very important. This age we live in is called Kali Yuga. According to Sanatan Dharma, Hindu philosophy, this world goes in a cycle of 4 yugas. 4 yugas. In the very beginning of creation, the first yuga is called Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga. After that comes Treta Yuga. Then Dwapar Yuga, and then the age we are living in, which is called Kali Yuga. This age is the worst age. Of the 4 ages, this one is the worst, the most materialistic, the storehouse of all ills and evil. It's the worst. Yet, one of the very important, most important scripture in Hinduism is called Bhagavad Mahapuran. The Bhagavad Mahapuran says, Krite yadhyayatu vishnum tretayam yajato makhai dwapare paricharyayam kalau tadhari kirtanat. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 12th canto, 3rd chapter, 52nd verse. The Bhagavad Mahapuran is saying, that which is attained in the age of Satyug, the very first age, through dhyan, meditation on Shri Krishna, on God, in the age of Treta Yuga, through yagna, sacrificial worship, to Shri Krishna, in the age of Dwapar Yuga, through puja, ritualistic worship to Shri Krishna, is easily attained in this age of Kali Yuga just by chanting the name, the divine name of the Lord. The only thing is recommended in this age we live, which is called Kali Yuga, is to chant. To chant the divine name of God. Nothing else we can do. We cannot do any ritual. The amount of rules and regulations is impossible. No one can do. We cannot do yoga. There's something called yoga. Not yoga. Today, throughout the world, yoga is very prevalent. I'm sure in Poland also, lots of people do yoga. But yoga and yoga is 2 different things. Yoga means yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, 8. Eight steps. In these 8, one of the steps is asan. So what is called yoga in the world, the correct name is yogasan. Postures. Yogic postures. Physical exercise is good. We should do some form of exercise to keep our body fit every day. So someone doesn't want to go and run in the field, doesn't want to go to the gym and lift weights, etc. Then you do some yoga, yogasan, postures. So yogasan basically is physical exercise as practiced by the yogis. But this is only to keep the body fit. Before yogasan comes yam, niyam. What does yam niyam mean? Very long explanation. Briefly, yam niyam means complete control over the mind. One must have complete control over the mind, then do yogasana. Who can control the mind? We'll hear more about that later. How difficult it is. So this yoga cannot be done in Kali Yuga. No gyan. All this cannot be done. Only one thing, bhakti. Bhakti means attaching our mind to God with love. Love in God. And to help in that, one of the most important thing is chanting the divine name. It's so important is chanting to help us to focus our mind on God, to increase our attachment, our love for God. So we're going to chant a little bit, and then we'll hear some more talk, and then we'll go from there. So I'm not professional in playing dholak, but this will help in our chanting. All right? So we're going to chant very simple. Radhe Radhe Govinda. Or we'll chant Govinda Govinda. All right? As I mentioned, Radha and Govind. Govind is another name for Sri Krishna. We're going to chant this name. All right? Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. I want you to clap and sing. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe. O Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, 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 Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda. Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Oh, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Govinda. Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Oh, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. O Radhe, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Govinda. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Oh, Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe, Govinda, Radhe, Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe Govinda. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Oh Govinda, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe. Oh Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Oh Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Oh Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe. Oh Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Radhe, Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Oh Radhe Govinda. Oh Radhe Govinda. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Radhe, Radhe, Govinda. Radha Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Now, what do we want in life? A question. What is our aim in life? What do we want? It would seem from this question that we would want uncountable things. Because, for one, there are uncountable souls in the world. Uncountable. This galaxy we live in, this galaxy is called the Milky Way. Small little galaxy. But even in this galaxy called the Milky Way, there are thousands and thousands of suns. Sun. The planet, the sun, even scientists have now accepted. Can't see them, or can't go there. Through very powerful telescope, they have been able to see some light, but millions and millions of light years away. And every sun is surrounded by planets, just like the one we are living in. A planetary system called a Brahmand. So there are thousands of planetary systems. And every sun in that planetary system, there's a planet Earth, just like the one we are living in. So there are thousands and thousands of planets of Earths, planet Earth, even in the Milky Way. And there are uncountable galaxies in the universe. So there are uncountable planet Earths where there are human beings just like us living. So uncountable souls. And the desire of the souls keep changing every moment. If I ask somebody right now, what do you want? Oh, if I get a cup of coffee, if I get a cup of chai, tea, I'll be okay. Then you can keep talking. I'll feel fresh again. So the desires, 1 minute this person say, I want a cup of coffee. A little later you ask him, what do you want? I want a cigarette. A little later you ask, what do you want? I want a pizza. The desires keep changing all the time of one person, and they are uncountable souls. So there should be uncountable answers to the question of what do I want? No. The fact is, we all want only one thing. One thing. In the uncountable solar systems, in the uncountable galaxies in the world, in this universe of uncountable souls, the uncountable answers will be cancelled. And we will be shown that we all want only one thing. Everybody, whatever action we perform in the world, it's for one thing only. And that thing is called Sukh, Anand, happiness, peace, comfort. Many names. Why do we want only happiness? We'll hear later on. First, we have to understand who we are. One of our biggest problems is that we don't know who we are. We have forgotten who we are. From when? From beginningless time. From beginningless time, we have been identifying with the physical body. I ask someone a question. Who are you? I am Mary. I am John. John? That's your name. I'm not asking what is your name. I'm asking who are you? Oh, I am Polish. I am American. I am Bharatiya, Indian. Indian? American? Polish? This is your nationality. I am not asking which country you belong to. I am asking who are you? Oh, I am a teacher, doctor, engineer, garbage man. Engineer? Doctor? This is your profession. I am not asking what work you do. I am asking who are you? Oh, I am a Hindu. I am a Muslim. I am a Christian, Buddhist, Jain, Sikh. Hindu? Christian? This is your religious denomination. I am not asking which religion you belong to. I am asking who are you? Oh. In the case of Hinduism, a Hindu person may say, I am a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. 4 division of labor, caste. I'm not asking which caste you belong to. I'm asking who are you? Who are you? Oh, I am a human being. Human being. Oh. By looking at you, I can see you have the body of a human being and not that of an elephant or a donkey or a cat or a dog or a tree. But this body belongs to me. And whatever belongs to me cannot be me. For example, a person says, this is my house, this is my motor car, this is my bank balance. Does anyone say, I am the house? I am the motor car? No. If someone starts saying, he gets up in the morning and he says to his wife, I am the house, I am the motor car, take him to the mental asylum. He's become full mad. So in the same way, since I cannot say I am the house, I am the motor car, in the same way, I should not say I am the body. This body belongs to me. We say my head is hurting me, my body is paining, my finger got cut. So my body, the body belongs to me. Then I am not the body. Then what am I? I am something called the soul, Atma, Jeev, Jivatma, many names. In English, not a good explanation, but we can put it simply, the soul that pervades in this body. The Sanskrit word, Jeev, which is used for the word soul, the meaning of the word Jeev, Jeev means that which is conscious, alive, and that which gives consciousness to that in which it goes into. That is called the Jeev. So the soul is conscious. And when it comes into our body, it makes this body conscious also. The body seems to be conscious. It is not conscious. But because the soul, which is consciousness, that has come into the body, the entire body seems to be conscious. The eyes can see, the ears can hear, the nose can smell, the tongue can taste, we can speak, the skin can touch. But when the soul leaves the body, as we say, somebody has died, the soul has left the body. We say he is dead. Now, everything is still there. He has eyes, he has ears, nose, tongue, skin, everything. But can the eyes see now? No. Can the ears hear? No. Can the skin touch? No. Can he walk? Can he eat? No. Why? Because the soul has left, which was given consciousness. When the soul is in the body, we can do everything. Because of this consciousness given by the soul, the Atma. And when the soul leaves, we say someone has died, all the sense organs are there. But nothing. So the body is inert, non-conscious. This thing we call human body, it is made of 5 elements. Kshiti jal pavak gagana samira pancharachit yaha adham sarira. The scripture says, this body we have is made of 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, and space. That's it. It's a material thing. When the soul leaves the body, earth returns to earth, water to water, fire to fire, air to air, space to space. All the elements return to their respective places. Okay, so we are not the body. First knowledge, we are not the body. There are so many titles we give to this body. I am John, I am Mary, I am Polish, I am American, I am English, I am Indian, I am a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, a Jain, etc. So many titles. But these are all titles of the body. The soul, Atma, who we are, has no titles. The soul is not Polish. It is not Indian, American. It is not a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, a Jain, etc. It has no titles. The soul, Atma, is the same in everyone. Now, we are not the body, but the body is very important. This human body, according to Hindu philosophy, there are 8.4 million forms of life. 8.4 million. आकर 4,84,000 योनि भ्रमट यह जीव अविनाशी. In one of the scriptures in Hinduism, Ramayana, the great Saint Tulsidas Ji is saying, the Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, is avinashi, indestructible, beginningless. There's a scripture called Gita. You've heard about Gita. In the Gita, Shri Krishna is saying to Arjun, Na jayate mriyate va kadachinnayam bhutva bhavita na bhuya ajo nityah shashvatuyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Chapter 2, verse 20, Gita. Shri Krishna, God, is saying to Arjun, the Jivatma, the individual soul, who we are, never takes birth, nor does it die. Nor having come into existence, does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal, and most ancient. It is not destroyed even when the body is destroyed. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapu, na shoshayati marutaha, achedyo yamadahyohya, makledyo shoshya evacha, nityah sarvagtastharo chaluyam sanatanaha. Gita, chapter 2, verse 23 and 24. Shri Krishna, God, is saying, the Jivatma, the individual soul, cannot be cut by any weapon. No weapon can cut it. Nainam chinnanti shastrani. Fire, power cannot burn it. Apaha, water cannot wet it. Marut, nor can it be dried by the wind. It is the same forever. The soul is unborn, eternal, beginningless, indestructible. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirna nanyani sanyati navani dehi. Chapter 2, verse 22, Gita. God, Shri Krishna, is saying, just like a person changes clothes, you wear some clothes and then you decide, I'm not going to wear it anymore. And you discard it, throw it away, and you put on others that are new clothes. In the same way, the embodied soul in this body of ours discards bodies and takes on others that are new. So all we are doing is changing clothes. Now in the world, a girl may have how many dresses? How many jeans? 20, 50, 100 pair of clothes? Dress. A guy has 20 suits, 50 pants and shirt, 100, that's all. The soul, how many types of clothes does the soul change? 8.4 million. When we lose this body, we get another one. We just keep changing clothes. We may not get human body right away, We may get the body of a dog, the body of a cat, the body of a tree, a bird, an insect. But we just keep changing bodies, clothes, that's all. We don't die. We, the soul Atma. So there are 8.4 million forms. So that verse I told you, Akar chari lakh chaurasi yoni brahmat yaha jiva avinashi. Tulsidas Ji Maharaj, the saint, is saying, the soul is indestructible, eternal, beginningless, but it keeps rotating in 8.4 million forms of life because of our karma, our action. And in that 8.4 million forms of life, this human body is the most important. It is the rarest, most difficult to attain, and it is the most important. We'll hear later on why. How difficult it is to get birth in the human form. There's a mantra in the Vedas which says, Iha che dashakat bodhum prak sharirasa visasa tatha sargeshu lokeshu sharidatvaya kalpate. Kathopanishad. Second canto, third chapter, fourth verse. The Vedas are saying, this human body is so difficult to attain, so rare. After many kalp, sarg, the word in the Vedas here, sarg. Sarg means kalp. How much is a kalp? I told you a while ago in the beginning, there are 4 yugas. This world goes in a cycle of 4 ages. Satyug, Tretayug, Dwapar, and the age we are living in, Kalyug. How long does this age we are living in last? 432,000 years. This age of Kalyug goes on for 432,000 years. Only a little more than 5,000 years has gone. There still remaining 427,000 years to go before the world will come to an end. And it starts again. Now, twice Kalyug is equal to the age of Dwapar. 3 times Kalyug is equal to the length of Treta Yuga. And 4 times Kalyug is equal to the length of Satyug. All these 4 combine one cycle in which the world goes around 4,320,000 years. One cycle. When this is multiplied by 71, it is called one Manvantar. The age of one Manu. There's a person in Hinduism is called a lawgiver. He makes all the laws by which human beings should live. He's called Manu. And there are 14 Manus. So 71 multiplied by one cycle of the 4 yugas is the age of one Manu. 306,720,000 years. And there are 14 Manus. So 4,320,000 multiplied by 71 multiplied by 14 is equal to 4,294,080,000 years. That is called one kalp. 12 hours of Brahma. There's a form of God known as Brahma. He creates the world. He's the creator. And he lives for 100 years. His time. Our time, sorry. Trillions of years. So 12 hours of Brahma is one kalp. In our time, 4,294,080,000 years. One kalp. And the Ved mantra is saying Sargeshu. Plural. After many kalps, we get a chance to get birth in the human form. After billions and billions of years. So rare, so difficult. This human body. There was a great saint, maybe you heard his name, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, the leader of the Gyanis. There's a path in Hinduism called Gyan Yoga, Gyan, Advait, non-dualism. The main philosophy of Shankaracharya, the world is an imagination of the mind. Everything we see, we imagine in. Nothing is real. According to Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, everything we are seeing is an imagination of the mind. I am imagining you, you are imagining, this is not real. According to him, you are imagining me right now, that there's some guy sitting here, dressed in orange clothes, and giving me a lecture. And not only that, we all have the same imagination. We all imagine the same thing. Jai Ho, Shankaracharya. Anyhow, that's not true, but we will hear some more about that later on. This is not our imagination. We're not imagining this. So Shankaracharya, he said, Durlabham trayamevai tad daivanugraha karakam manusyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha sambhava. He says, 3 things are most difficult to attain. And that too, only by the grace of God. Only when God will shower His grace, we will attain these 3 things. These are His 3 biggest blessings. What 3 things? Number 1, Manushyatvam, birth in the human form. This human body, number 1. Number 2, Mumukshutva. Mumukshutva means a yearning, a longing for God, to know God. Not everyone has that. Lots of people who claim to be religious, they go to church, they go to the masjid, the mosque, they come to temples, Mandir, they do worship. Millions of people. But do they want to know God? No. The majority of people we see going to church, to the masjid, the mosque, the temple, etc. Why they are going there? Is it because they want to know God? They want to see God? No. 99.99% of people who seem to be worshiping God, they go to the temple, the church, the mosque, etc., asking God for the world. Oh God, please let me get a good job. Please, let me win the lotto. Let me have a nice car. Let me get a nice husband, a beautiful wife, etc. In other words, because of ignorance, because of identifying with the material body, we are looking for happiness in the world. Nobody has been able to tell us where to find true happiness or convince us. So, we have this conviction in our mind from beginningless time that we will find happiness in the world. A new house, a new car, a handsome boy, beautiful girl, nice things to eat, etc. And this is why 99.99% of people who seem to be worshiping God, they are praying to God for the world. Very few want to know God. They are praying that, God, I want you. I want to see you alone. I only want you, my Lord. Whether we are Christian, Hindu, Muslim, whoever. Very few. That is called mumukshutva. Not everyone has that. It's a very big blessing to have a desire, a yearning, a longing for God. Mumukshutva. And number 3, Mahapurusha Sambhavaha. To have the holy association of one who has seen God, attained God. He's called Mahapurush. Spiritual master, Guru. A true Guru, not the kind of gurus we have in Kali Yuga. We'll hear more about that later. So, these are the 3 most difficult and greatest blessing God can shower on the individual soul. Number 1, birth in the human form. Number 2, a yearning, longing for God. And number 3, the association of a true spiritual master. And even in these 3, birth in the human form is the most important. Because only after we acquire birth in the human form can we have a longing, yearning for God and have the association of a true saint, a true God-realized soul. So this human birth is so important. Why is it so important? We will hear, but I think you're a little bit tired after I talk so long, so we'll chant a little more, and then we'll hear a little more again about this. So please join me again in chanting a little bit of God's name. Yeah, sure. I didn't know you. I thought so, but you didn't say. You can give a mic to this mic to the dholak. Yeah, you can. We have it. And they put it there. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Everybody chant. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Listen, I was telling you how important it is to chant God's name. What I am chanting is called Maha Mantra. Maha means great, very great. And Mantra means a verse in Sanskrit from the Vedas. So there is the highest authority are called the Vedas. And the most important section of Vedas are called Upanishad. Upanishad. There's an Upanishad which is called Kali Santarane Upanishad. In the Kali Santarane Upanishad, the very first mantra is this Maha Mantra. The very first mantra. So this mantra says, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. In this why is it called Maha Mantra? Many reasons. One, it's a mantra from the Vedas, the Upanishad. Number two, it has three names of God. One God, but three important names. Hari, Ram, Krishna. Behind me, the deities we see here is Sitaram. Another form of same Radha Krishna, Shri Radha Krishna. Another form is the same God, but in this form is known as Sitaram. So, same one God, right? So, Hari is the name of Shri Krishna. Ram is the name of Shri Krishna. And Krishna is Shri Krishna. All the meaning of these names, the essence of the meaning is the same. It is this name, the name itself, Hari, Ram, Krishna, describes someone who is so beautiful that he attracts the heart of a Paramhans. How beautiful? A Paramhans, one who is Paramhans, self-realized soul, is one who neither sees, hear, smell, taste, touch, think anything except Brahm, Brahm, Brahm. Everywhere he is experiencing the formless God, the formless aspect of God. He has no heart. Yet, Shri Krishna is so beautiful, he steals the heart of a Paramhans. The most beautiful person in the material world is someone known as Kamdev, the god of love. To describe how beautiful Shri Krishna is, the scripture says that Shri Krishna is more beautiful than the beauty of uncountable Kamdevs combined. We can't even imagine how beautiful Kamdev is. Infinitely beautiful. So, these are three names of God. Hari becomes Hare. In Sanskrit, Sambodhak Karak. There's something called Karak, postposition. There's 7, Vibhakti. And the Sambodhak Karak, when you address someone, Hey Ramesh, Hey John. So, Hey Krishna, someone is calling out to Krishna, addressing, Oh Lord, Oh Lord. So, Hari becomes Hare. In other words, I am calling out to God. Alright? So, these three names of Shri Krishna. And this is called Maha Mantra. This is one of the most important things we should chant all the time. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Govind, etc. Chant in God's name, I told you in the beginning, because this is the age of Kal Yuga, the only thing recommended is to chant the name of God. And one of the most important chant is the Maha Mantra. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So I want everyone to chant. If someone can follow with the mic, so please chorus, so we can follow also. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Put some volume on my mic. Put some volume here on this mic. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Ram, Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo, sing everybody. Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
One more thing I want to mention. We should not just chant like a parrot. All right? Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu, the supreme spiritual master in the age we are living in. We have many pictures, and the first image we have there is of Jagat Guru Tam Kripalu Mahaprabhu. he says, Roop Dhyan. We have to meditate on God. Chanting is very important, but while chanting, we have to meditate on the entity whose name we are taking. Then we'll get benefit. Even in the world, you want to call someone. Can you call this person for me? Oh, that guy, oh, Peter. So before I even took the name Peter, I was thinking about Peter. So in the same way, we are taking God's name, we should think about God. Huh? Whose name I am taking? I should think about him or her. In case of Radha Rani. So Roop Dhyan, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, a very great saint, God himself descended as Gaurang Mahaprabhu. He says, Maner Smaran Pran. Meditating on God is the life of all devotion. Pran. There are many, many types of worship. Bhakti. Many types. But the most important is Smaran. Smaran Bhakti. Meditating on God. On the form of God. Roop means the form. Dhyan means meditate. So we have so many beautiful murtis here of Radha, Krishna, Sitaram. So we are chanting the name of Shri Krishna, Maha Mantra. So if you need to help, if let's suppose you haven't practiced in a proper way to meditate, look at the image. This only help. What Shri Krishna really looks like is uncountable times more beautiful than this image you are seeing here. This is only some artist's impression. But we can use it to help us. So look at the murti of Shri Krishna, Radha Rani, and then close your eyes and try to meditate. Think, visualize in front of you. Then take the name. Or while chanting, think about Shri Krishna. Lovingly think about Shri Krishna. This is very important. Again, Gaurang Mahaprabhu says, Nam Kari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis Tartar Pita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midishamiha Janina Anuraga. Shikshastak. When God descended in the 15th century in India as Gaurang Mahaprabhu, he did not leave many writing. Only 8 Sanskrit verses is called Shikshastak. And this verse is saying, he's saying, oh Shri Krishna, you have so many names, uncountable names. And you are so merciful, you have taken all your power and put in the name. God is sitting in the name. And you have made no rules when it comes to taking the name. Which direction you should face, sit. Whether you should take a bath. What kind of clothes you should wear. No rules, no regulation. However you are and wherever you are, you're sitting in the toilet, dirty place, you can chant the name of God. Anywhere, anytime. Etadishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. Hey Shri Krishna, O Lord, your mercies are to the extreme, utmost extreme. But durdaivami dishamiha janina anuragaha. My misfortune is also to the extreme in that I do not have love attachment for taking your name. I don't want to chant, I get bored. And the reason for that, because we don't have the belief, the faith that God is sitting in the name. That God and the name is one. That we have to develop. The day that knowledge comes in our mind that God is sitting in the name, the belief that God is in the name, the more that belief we have, you take one name of God, you will get so much bliss, so much happiness. Nothing in the world can compare. We have to practice that. All right? So have that faith should be there, that God is and the name is one. He's sitting in the name. Then we'll taste that sweetness, the bliss. And to help in that, we have to do Rup Dhyan. Meditate on the form of Sri Krishna, on the form of Radha Rani, on the form of God. This will help you. This is sadhana. This is what true meditation, devotion is. If we just chant, we will not get any benefit. We have to chant with meditation. We have to chant with the faith that God is sitting in the name. I'm telling you all these little things because I want you to benefit. As I said, only 5 days program. But in that 5 days, I'm going to try my utmost best that we can get so much that will help us to progress so faster in the path towards our ultimate aim of seeing Krishna, attaining God, attaining Shri Krishna. All right? So, we chant again. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय.
Jai.
So, why is the human body so important? As I mentioned, there are 8.4 million forms of life in the world. 84 lakh prakar ki yoni. And in that 8.4 million forms, this human body has been told to be the most superior, the most important. There was a saint by the name of Bhartrihari. Bhartrihari said, Ahara nidra bhayamaithunani samanya me tat pashubhir naranam. He said, as far as ahar, eaten, nidra, sleeping, bhay, fear, and maithun, mating, are concerned, human beings are equal to animals. Bhakti Hari, a great saint, he is comparing us to animals, Pashu. Now you may say, how dare he compare us to animals? We're not animals. Actually, he's been very nice to us. He's been very nice. We are worse than animals in these four things. Look at eating. What do cows, buffaloes, goats, etc., what do they eat? Natural herbs, grass, etc., that God has provided for them. In the same way, God has provided an abundant variety of natural things for us also. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, water, herbs, so many things. Yet, do we eat original natural food? No. We are human beings. After all, we are very intelligent. We have to destroy all the vitamins and minerals, protein, everything in the food and then eat it. We deep fry, spice up. We completely destroy food. And then we eat. Have you ever seen a cow or a goat or a dog frying something? Huh? So, we destroy food completely. And then at 25 years of age, we suffer from the gravest of illnesses. Sleep. Birds, animals, etc., they're very punctual and regular in their sleeping habits. There's a certain time they go to sleep and certain time they wake up by themselves. No alarm clock. We human beings, we spend thousands and thousands of dollars when it comes to our bedroom. The kind of mattress, bed, etc. But when it comes to sleeping, we have no rules. Sometimes we go to sleep 6 o'clock in the evening, sometimes 8 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, sometimes midnight, and sometimes we wake the whole night in the chat room, social media, TikTok, etc. We say, look, I am a human being. I cannot be bounded by time or anything. We human beings, we are so intelligent and we should keep good habits. We should keep our body healthy. No, I do whatever my mind wants. I can't be bounded by time and all these things. Fear, bhai. Birds, animals, etc., they roam about freely. They roam about freely whether it's day or night. They do not know such a thing called fear. We human beings, don't go alone there in the dark. Don't go alone there in the night. Fear is an integral part of our life. Number 4, Maithun. Cows, buffaloes, etc., they mate only once a year. Once. For reproduction. We human beings, we spend almost our whole life running after sensual pleasures, thereby ruining our senses, mind, intellect, body, everything. So animals are better than us in these 4 things. There are the other qualities also where animals are superior to human beings. So why human beings have been told to be superior to all the creatures? So in the second line of that same verse, in the first line he says, Bhakti Hari, Ahara Nidra Bhayamay Thunani Samanya Me Tat Pashubhir Naranam. When it comes to eating, sleeping, fear and mating, human beings are just like animals. But in the second line he says, Jnanam hitesha madhiko vishesho jnane nahina pashubhis samana. Gyan. Human beings, we people, we possess something animals don't have. We have an abundance of that, and they have very little. It is called Gyan, the power to discriminate, to think. Animals cannot think. They act on instinct. Look, I'm sure you have been to places where animals are trained to perform great things. Bears, killer whales, lion. The lion trainer trains the lion that he can put his hand inside the mouth of the lion. So the animals are trained. And yet, there are times this same animal will kill the trainer. They seem to be fully under the control of the trainer. And yet there are times that the same animal ends up killing the trainer. Because they do not know it's a wrong thing. They can't think. They act on instinct only. The power to discriminate right from wrong, real from unreal, etc., is the great power of Gyan, discrimination that human beings have and not the other creatures. They have, but very small, very small. So human beings are told to be superior because of Gyan, knowledge. While the soul can rise to the highest, it can also fall to the lowest. When the power of discrimination is destroyed in human beings, we become just like animals or worse than them. And when do we destroy the power to discriminate? When we get angry. Sri Krishna says to Arjuna in the Gita, Krodhar bhavati sammoha, sammohat smiti vibhramaha, smiti banshad buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. Chapter 2, verse 63, Gita. What happens to us when we get angry? Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, from anger comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory. When we lose our memory, we lose the power to discriminate and everything is destroyed. We become like animals or even worse than animals. That's why anger is so dangerous. How can we be free from anger? We'll hear later on. So, the soul can rise to the highest, yet sink to the lowest. So human beings are superior because of Gyan, knowledge. But there's a big question coming here. There's a place called heaven, Swarg. In Hindu philosophy, there are 7 heavenly regions. 7. Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satya. 7 heaven. And the people who live there, they are called Devatas, celestial beings, heavenly beings. And everybody wants to go to heaven. People, when they die, they would like to think, I will go to heaven. When our near and dear ones have died, father, mother, etc., we like to think they have gone to heaven. We think heaven is a great place. But the people who are living in heaven, the Devatas, they are praying to God for what? for this thing we have called human body. We are praying to God to go to heaven. We want to go to heaven and become a heavenly being. And those who are living in heaven, the devatas, they are praying to God for what? This human body. Durlabham trayameva tad devanugrahakarakam Durlabham manusham janma prarthyate tirashairapi. Narad Puran. In this mantra, the devatas, celestial gods, they are praying to Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Hey Shri Krishna, we are begging you, please give us birth in the human form. We don't want heaven, there is nothing here. In the Ramayana, one of the scriptures in Hinduism, God himself, God Sri Ram, he's saying to the residents of Ayodhya, Bade bhagya manusha tanu pava sur durlabh sadagrantha nigava. He's saying, God is saying, it is the greatest fortune for the soul to acquire birth in the human form. Even devatas, sur, the word sur here means celestial God. They are begging and praying to get birth in the human form, but they can't. Now think about it. This human body is so valuable, even devatas are praying. But the human body has been told to be superior because of knowledge, Gyan. But leaving aside a God-realized soul, a saint, can anyone claim to be as knowledgeable as the celestial beings? There are some beings called Saraswati, Brahaspati, authorities of knowledge. Their knowledge is far, far superior to ours. Millions of times superior. Why do the devatas then wish when human, let me put it very clear again, human beings are told to be in the 8.4 million forms of life, human birth, human body is told to be the most superior, the highest, and most difficult to attain. And the reason for the superiority is because of knowledge, Gyan, the power to discriminate. Now the question, why do devatas, celestial gods, whose knowledge are far, far superior to ours, desire birth in the human form? We will get the answer to this question tomorrow. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Radha Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.